At a very early age, I was abused by my stepfather for a number of years. Also, my 3 younger sisters were abused at that same time. When my mother found out what was going on, she packed my sisters and myself up and we moved to Tennessee. Once we got to Tennessee, my anger exploded. I was out of control. I was fighting all the time, very disruptful, and causing problems in everyone's life, including my life. When I was 15 years old, I met my wife. We started dating when we were 16. When we turned 18, we got married. My wife was a very good, wholesome Christian girl. That's why I loved her so much, but I wasn't. Within our first year of marriage is when I had my first affair. Through our 34 years of marriage, I've had several more affairs. Within the last 5 years, I had realized that with the Lord working in my spirit, that what damage I was causing to my wife, I didn't know how to control that because I had tried to live the Christian life. For a number of years, I would try and fail and try and fail and try and fail, and I had something inside of me that I could not control. It was lust. I was always looking at women, having thoughts, and I realized it was a curse. When this thing would happen, I would separate myself. There would be a wall go up, and it had nothing to do with what she did, what she wasn't doing. It was about something inside of me internally that was causing me to do this, and I couldn't control it. Finally, I just told the Lord, I said, I cannot be a Christian. It's too hard to be a Christian. I accept that I'm going to hell. Well, roughly about 1.5 years ago, my son made my wife a Christian song CD, and for some unknown reason, he made me the CD. So I put the CD in my truck. The third song was Big Daddy Weave Redeemed, and I had never even heard of Big Daddy Weave. I had never heard of Redeemed. But instantly, I started crying. So constantly listening to the song, constantly crying. Every time I put the CD in, the song would start, I would start crying. So here I am in my vehicle, upset, crying uncontrollably, and I would ride around listening to the song until the crying would finally go away. I know now that the Lord was cleansing me and washing all the garbage that was inside of me, was washing it out. The Lord changed my thought process. He changed my heart. He changed the way I thought about things. He changed the way I handled things. My temper was slowly going away. The adultery and the lust of looking at women was instantly gone. It wasn't about me. It was about Christ, Him going to the cross and dying for my sins. Now I fully realize that, and I understand it, and I'm very thankful for it. Because without Christ, I would not have the life that I have now. As I listened to the song, I realized the song was my life. Every verse in that song was my life. Stirred up with all the shackles and chains in my life, all the failures in my life, and then being totally redeemed. It was totally me of how the song worked through my life, how God restored me and took all the suffering that I was going through. He took it away. I was full of anger, but God gave me peace. I was full of lust, but God replaced it with pure love. I tried to get to God, but when I fully surrendered, God got to me. I've lived my life in failure, but now I have victory. Satan tried to destroy my relationship with my wife, but God has fully restored our marriage. I know that Jesus is alive because He has cleansed me from the hurts of my past.